A wail, sharp and piercing, tore through the stillness of the African night. A mother's worst nightmare had come to pass. Amina clutched the empty cradle, her heart shattered. Her precious baby, gone, taken by a fever that swept through their village like a vengeful spirit. Gone was the tiny hand that clutched her finger. Gone was the gurgling laughter that filled their hut with joy. Only silence remained, a deafening silence that mirrored the emptiness in Amina's soul. Amina's husband, Jabari, a strong man hardened by life's challenges, felt his own tears fall freely. He held his wife close, sharing her pain, offering what little comfort he could. Their love had been tested before, by drought, by famine, by the harsh realities of life in their rural village. But this loss, this gaping hole in their lives, threatened to swallow them whole. As the first rays of dawn painted the sky in hues of orange and gold, they knew they had to find a way to navigate their grief, to somehow piece together the fragments of their broken hearts. Life, in its relentless cycle, continued. The sun rose and set, casting long shadows across the savannah. Villagers offered condolences, their words a balm on Amina and Jabari's wounded spirits. One day, as Amina sat beneath the shade of a sprawling acacia tree, lost in her grief, a voice broke through her reverie. It belonged to Chinara, a young woman new to the village. Chinara was different. Where Amina was reserved, Chinara was outgoing. Where Amina carried the weight of her sorrow heavily, Chinara seemed to radiate an inner strength. She had traveled from a distant village, seeking a fresh start after a bitter feud had driven her family apart. Drawn to Amina's quiet sadness, Chinara sat beside her, offering words of comfort and understanding. She spoke of her own losses, of the importance of finding joy even in the face of adversity. Amina, initially hesitant, found herself opening up to this stranger, sharing her pain and her fear that happiness might forever elude her. As days turned into weeks, an unexpected friendship blossomed between Amina and Chinara. They shared chores, laughter, and stories. Chinara, with her infectious enthusiasm, encouraged Amina to rediscover life's simple pleasures. Yet beneath the surface of their burgeoning friendship, a subtle tension grew. Jabari, still grappling with his own grief, viewed Chinara with suspicion. He saw her vibrancy as a threat to Amina's fragile emotional state. Jabari's protectiveness stemmed from love, but it manifested as jealousy. He couldn't bear the thought of anyone, not even Chinara, replacing the child they had lost. He became withdrawn, his silences filled with unspoken accusations. Amina, torn between her loyalty to her husband and her growing affection for Chinara, found herself caught in the middle. The harmony they had once known was replaced by a discordant rhythm, their hearts beating to different drums. The rainy season arrived, bringing with it torrential downpours that transformed the parched land into a lush paradise. The village came alive with activity, planting and tending to their crops. One particularly fierce storm raged for days, causing the river that bordered their village to swell, threatening to overflow its banks. Fear gripped the villagers as the floodwaters rose, inching closer to their homes. In the midst of the chaos, Jabari, while helping to secure a neighbor's livestock, was swept away by the raging current. A collective gasp arose from the villagers as they watched helplessly. It was Chinara, her quick thinking overcoming her fear, who took charge. She organized the villagers, directing them to form a human chain, their combined strength allowing them to reach Jabari and pull him to safety. Soaked to the bone, exhausted but alive, Jabari lay on the riverbank, humbled by Chinara's courage. As he looked at Amina, her face etched with worry, he realized the depth of his error. Chinara wasn't a threat, she was a blessing, a true friend who had risked her life for his. The flood receded, leaving behind a trail of destruction and a renewed sense of community. Jabari, his heart full of gratitude and remorse, approached Chinara. He apologized for his unfounded suspicions, acknowledging her bravery and selflessness. Chinara, ever gracious, accepted his apology, understanding that his actions stemmed from love and grief. Yet a shadow lingered in her eyes, a hint of a past pain she kept carefully guarded. One evening, as the setting sun cast long shadows across the savannah, Chinara shared her story with Amina. She spoke of the feud that had torn her family apart, a bitter rivalry that had escalated into violence, forcing her to flee her home. She spoke of the guilt she carried, the pain of leaving her family behind, and the fear that she might never find peace or belonging again. Amina listened with empathy, her own heart resonating with Chinara's pain. She understood the weight of unspoken words, the lingering effects of past wounds. Section 6. Healing Wounds, Unveiling Souls. As Chinara confided in Amina, a profound shift occurred in their relationship. They were no longer merely friends. They were kindred spirits, bound by their shared experiences of loss, resilience, and the enduring power of hope. Amina, in turn, shared her own fears and insecurities. She spoke of her struggle to move on after the loss of their child, the guilt that gnawed at her, the fear that she might never experience the joy of motherhood again. Chinara listened without judgment, offering words of comfort and encouragement. She reminded Amina that healing takes time, that grief is a journey, not a destination. She shared stories of her own culture, of rituals and traditions that honored the spirits of those who had passed and celebrated the enduring cycle of life. Amina, inspired by Chinara's wisdom and strength, began to envision a future where joy and sorrow could coexist, where healing was possible, and where love, in all its forms, could flourish. Section 7. A Tapestry of Love, Woven with Understanding. The village elders, wise in the ways of the heart, recognized the special bond that had formed between Amina, Jabari, and Chinara. They saw the healing power of their friendship, the way it had brought them all closer together, mending not just individual wounds, but also strengthening the fabric of their community. One evening, as the village gathered for a celebratory feast, the elders called Amina, Jabari, and Chinara forward. They spoke of the importance of unity, of the strength found in shared experiences, and the enduring power of love to overcome even the most difficult challenges. They proposed a unique solution, one that honored their traditions while embracing the evolving dynamics of their community. Section 8. Under the Golden Sun, A Promise Sealed. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm golden glow over the savannah, a special ceremony was held. The entire village gathered, their voices raised in song and celebration, as Amina, Jabari, and Chinara stood before the elders. In a time-honored tradition, a union was blessed, not between a man and a woman, but between three souls bound by love, respect, and a shared destiny. Jabari, his eyes filled with love for both Amina and Chinara, pledged to honor and cherish them both, recognizing the unique gifts each woman brought to their lives. Amina, her heart overflowing with gratitude and hope, vowed to nurture their unconventional family with love and understanding. And Chinara, finally finding the sense of belonging she had yearned for, promised to stand beside them, a pillar of strength and support, as they navigated life's adventures together. Section 9. Dancing with Destiny, Love's Triumphant Song. Years later, laughter echoed through the village as three children, their skin kissed by the African sun, chased each other through the huts. Amina, her eyes sparkling with joy, watched them play, her heart full. Jabari, his face etched with contentment, sat beside Chinara, their fingers intertwined, a testament to the enduring power of their love. Their story, once marked by heartbreak and sorrow, had blossomed into a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the beauty of unconventional families, and the transformative power of love in all its forms. The African sun, a silent witness to their journey, continued its celestial dance, casting its golden rays upon a family bound not by blood, but by a love that knew no bounds. Their story, whispered on the wind, became a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, love, in its infinite wisdom, always finds a way.